Hello, my freaks, and welcome to another episode of Dead Sexy Cinema. I am your host from the dark side, the Joan Rivers of black metal, the Necro Sexual.
And I'm Miss V, and my summer home is that cabin from the Evil Dead.
And welcome to our Nightmare Before Tinsel. We're here on location in Philadelphia's most ghoulish bar. So if you are ever here in the city that forever weeps, visit the Nightmare Before Tinsel because you have not experienced eternal pain and horror unless you've had a heavy metal hangover from one of their ecto cooler shots. And we're in the grip of autumn. That means Halloween, spooky season, Samhain, like the Danzig album.
Salmon?
I've been inundated in chronicling the archives of cinematic terror, so much so, Miss V, that I've had trouble selecting just one film to dissect for this episode.
Necro, I hate to tell you, I haven't been able to select just one film either. Does that mean?
That can only mean one thing.
Are we gonna do it?
That means it's time for a horror movie lightning round!
So exciting! So many movies, so little time! Start us off!
First up, we have Shopping Mall, where a group of teens locked themselves in a high-tech mall when malls were still cool, and they must endure a night of endless browsing and definitely some premarital sex. That is, until they are pursued by high-tech security guards in the forms of sort of RoboCop-like robots, but on a much smaller budget.
Titane, pretentious French cinema at its best. This film has everything. A woman sexually obsessed with cars, she gets impregnated by a car, she murders people, she goes on the lam, and she hides out by posing as the son of a grieving father. It's scary, it's funny, it's actually kind of beautiful. It touches on themes of gender fluidity and chosen family, and it's also really gross.
I'm in love with my car. Titane is also by the same director of the film Raw, another pretentious French horror film for people who enjoy long, drawn-out scenes where a young girl eats a finger in her college dorm room.
Demon House. It's a documentary about a paranormal investigator who buys a haunted house so he and his crew can investigate the scary happenings. The problem is, the only spooky activity they get on camera is when they themselves are possessed and act aggressively towards each other. So I guess the house brings out your douchiness?
Sounds like the horror version of the real world. More like Semen House.
This film is cursed.
Pumpkinhead. 2 words. Lance fucking Henriksen. 2 more words. Shotgun impalement.
Haunt. A group of teens go to a haunted house where they're pursued by masked madmen who wear these monstrous masks to cover up the fact that they've had extensive body modification to look like monsters. I don't really know what the point is. It was scary. That was kind of fun. Produced by Eli Roth. I enjoyed it. Recommend.
Up next, we have the Slumber Party Massacre 2. This is a horror film with the ultimate villain, rockabilly musicians.
Party time, kiddies!
This also has the most iconic drill scene murders used in a horror film since Tetsuo, the Iron Man.
No, I think Tetsuo came out after this, Necro. Precious. Based on the novel Push by Sapphire, I watched this film the same week I watched a Serbian film, and it is definitely the more difficult film to watch.
Lucio Fulci's film Zombie, one of the greatest fight scenes to grace the silver screen. Underwater, a zombie against a giant shark. Ow. Ow.
Malignant. Unborn conjoined fetus twin killer.
This film asks the question, what if the director of Aquaman made his own version of Basket Case? The result is a giallo film for people who have never seen a giallo film. Sleepaway Camp. This tale of terror takes us to a sleepaway camp for children. Upstate in New York, where everybody has a whole lot of short shorts. And once we rack up the kills, this one packs the mother of all twist endings. You'll never see it coming. It's a little problematic.
Society. So after what is known in my house as the Titan incident, I actually made my husband leave the room while this one was on because it features an amazing sequence that's an actual blood orgy where people are like melting into each other. The special effects were fantastic. It was also a really poignant commentary about how the wealthy enrich themselves on the backs of the poor.
Well, son, I guess you're right. I am a butthead.
And finally, the most harrowing of cinematic experiences that I've witnessed all month, the obvious choice, Kiss, Heaven's on Fire. This horrifying journey into music videos features Kiss unmasked, no longer wearing their white and black colors, but definitely wearing as much foundation and eyeliners, and Paul Stanley prancing around. This music video is the only Kiss music video to feature 2 deceased members. I guess playing with Gene takes a toll on you. Rest in peace, baby. And front and center in the carnage, you have Gene Simmons. He's looking at you, America. And he takes plenty of time to point at his dick. Feel my heat, taking you higher, burning up, heaven's on fire. It's his dick. It's definitely his dick.
They make an ointment for that.
And with that, we have concluded our lightning round for Dead Sexy Cinema.
And happy Halloween, Necro!
I guess time flies when you're in hell. We'll see you next time.